Good afternoon, Pleasant Valley parents. If you're watching this message today, you received an email from the district asking you to complete a survey by this coming Friday at 5 p.m. Please know the purpose behind this survey is to help us to continue to gather important information to make informed decisions for the next 4 months of school. If you recall, back in July and August, when we sent our first initial survey out, we said that we'd revisit our learning model come second quarter. Well, as we are midway through first quarter, it is time for us to make a decision and have further conversations. So as you take your survey today, you will note that there are really 3 questions that are driving behind what we are asking. The first question you will see is talking about if we continue to stay in our hybrid model, would you select a hybrid model or would you go online? If we were to come back 100% on site, would you select that or would you select 100% online? And the third thing that the survey will ask you is to prioritize which learning model would be your highest priority and which would be your third priority. All that information that you give us will help us make an informed decision with other information that we continue to gather and research every week. And you might say, what questions or what data are we gathering? Well, let's go back to our 3 goals. If you recall, our 3 goals in the district were this. Number 1, no matter which learning model we are in, we are going to offer high levels of learning for all kids. Number 2, we were going to ensure, with all the strategies we put in place, that the health and safety of our students would be of a high priority. And leading into our third one then would be that once we opened our schools, that our schools would remain open. We stand steadfast by those 3 goals. The next things that we're looking at in decision making, besides reading new CDC guidelines or talking to the health department, is really kind of 5 metrics that we continue to look at in our district. The first 2 are driven by the Scott County Health Department and Dr. Katz. When we talk to them, number 1 that they would like to see is that our positivity rating in our district or our community and county is under a 5% positivity rate on a 14-day running average. Currently, as of today, we are at 7.4%. The second thing that they look at would be for a school to open up 100% would be that you should have 5 or less cases in your community on a daily basis. Today, or as of yesterday, it was at 18, and I would say we've been averaging around 20 per day. A third point is our own district data. What are we seeing? What are we experiencing? As of last Friday, you would have noticed on our website that we have had 6 individual positive cases in our district, and we've also resulted in 65 quarantined individuals for various reasons. So that is a data point that we look at, along with other data points such as the survey data that you will be giving us on Friday by the close of Friday. A fourth data point that we look at very closely is what is happening around us. What are we seeing in districts as we continue to talk to superintendents on both sides of the river? What are we seeing? And that would be, for example, districts that are in a hybrid model to districts that are 100% back on site. What is happening with their quarantine cases, or for that matter, the number of positive cases that they are seeing? And we have noticed so far that people in a hybrid tend to be about the same, a little bit of variance, and those people that are at 100% back are unable to keep their social distancing and therefore quarantine numbers at a much higher level than what we are experiencing at this time. And the fifth piece of data that we will collect or continue to look at is what is the age group of the people being impacted, whether that be by a positive case or quarantined. So those are the 5 metrics that we continue to look at as a district to help to make informed decisions. So please understand, the information that you share in this upcoming survey that you are going to be completing after this is very important. There are also 2 other questions I'd like to share at this time. On your survey, we will ask you what is a positive thing that has happened to your children since the opening of school on the 23rd of August? And second of all, what is a challenge your children have experienced? Because both of those situations will help us come back and look at what we are doing instructionally, structurally, and in other ways that help us to make sure we are continuing to adjust our learning so it's best for all kids. So again, thank you for your continued support, and thank you for completing this survey by the close of Friday. Thank you, and have a great day.